Dark. I look hot. Do I look hot?
I don't know.
A little bit.
Welcome to the Shake Up After Dark. I'm Alex the Great, and
I am Tiff Lanelle.
And I'm Greg Williams.
Don't give me that look, Alex. You know I have to sing everything.
yeah, okay. So anyway, let's get this thing popping. And as you know, oh yeah, hey Greg,
Hi.
I didn't mean to forget about you, Greg, but I kind of did.
You said what?
I said I didn't mean to forget about you, but it feels good to do this at home, though.
Amen
Um,
to that.
you can get with it.
I can.
I can get with it. Let's do it. So let's talk a little bit about this. The Shake Up After Dark has been a long time coming. Of course, you're probably here because you listen to the Shake Up, so you're familiar with me. We have some new faces. Well, one face that's back. She was here before. Hello.
Hello.
Tiff Lanelle, tell them a little bit about yourself and how the hell you got here.
Let's see. My name is Tiff Lanelle. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a Spelman graduate and I've done radio, I don't know, for a few years now. I got here because Alex Great told me that I was going.
Keep it going.
Shut up. Told me that I was going to be doing this show. So that's how I'm here.
Oh, so I made you do the show.
You did.
Okay.
You didn't have to pull my arm for very long, but
It's good. It's good. And Greg.
Hi. So I'm here because who else would be better to sit in my seat than me? So
That's enough. That's enough. All right, so Greg is here. He does entertainment on the Shake Up. Greg, we're glad to have you. All right, so what this is, the Shake Up, essentially, you know what we do. We shake shit up every single morning. Unfortunately, there's just certain things that can't be said. Maybe your kids are in the car. Maybe I'm on one and I don't want to get arrested, or, I'm concerned about keeping my job. Who knows? There's just certain things that we cannot say. But when we're unplugged after dark, I'm at home. Who's going to come get me? Who's going to check me? Not a damn person. No one. And plus we have perspective. Like I don't sugarcoat anything. And Tiff, Greg, and you're a damn mess. So we know you don't sugarcoat.
I probably sugarcoat the most. And I don't sugarcoat much. So
you bullshit. That's what you do. You're good at that. You bullshit. Nevertheless, in this forum, I can kind of say I can be free, and we will be free. So every Monday and Wednesday night at 10 o'clock, maybe we'll talk about what's live. We might be watching it right here with you, my TV right here, chilling. But nevertheless, let's just go ahead and get started with. Let me start with what I'm just a little bit upset about. Okay.
Okay.
And one thing that's never going to change is I'm black. I'm going to be black for the rest of my life. I'm black as hell. Okay. I don't like Donald Trump. I've never said that on the air anymore. I've never said that. I don't like Donald Trump. Okay. But I understand what Donald Trump is. Donald Trump is a race baiting, misogynistic, bigoted ass clown. And he's very, very stupid. He has some wit about him because he knows how to incite anger and frustration and ignorance in people through his ignorance. So that said, in the mornings, back whenever he got elected, on the Shake Up in the morning, we have 10 minutes of Trump. That means I have a maximum of 10 minutes that I can talk about this asshat. After that, I can't do it.
I still think that's too long.
It is too long. I don't ever hit 10 minutes. Because of this 10-minute limit, I usually stop at 2. But here, depending on how I'm feeling and what I'm drinking and what I may have blown on, I'll be free to drag his ass as I see fit. So for that, I'll leave that there. And Tiff, I know you're only black, you know, when it matters.
Oh no, you will not come for me like that.
So
you will
I know
not.
You did not see the hip hop awards.
I know, no.
Because you
I
refused.
just can't.
And so let me say this. I'll start with this because I can't lie. I was underwhelmed by Eminem and what we're calling a freestyle, right? But the content of what he said, and I don't lie because I can't lie very well, so I don't. So if you go look at my tweets, I'm like, well, they could have kept this. However, the content of it, like what he delivered within the freestyle, there was one. It wasn't really a freestyle or a rap. It was more of a poem. So in like the stanza that he delivered about Donald Trump, it was executed very well. He said some things, and of course, I've seen all types of black backlash, so I want to bring it up. So I'll let you focus on the lyrical content of what he said and why it's hit every news. It hit headlines last night, and it started headlines this morning. Now, Eminem really has not said anything, and this is what kind of gives me pause. He hasn't said anything us black people haven't been saying since Donald Trump started running.
Right.
It wasn't that groundbreaking. However, he did say it, and he told his fans that if you support him, basically fuck you. To that point, I haven't seen any other person say that to their fans. And so if I'm going to give him credit for anything, it's that Eminem. I don't really have a lot of kudos for white people right now. Y'all don't have, if I had, you know, the tally charts that we used to have in elementary school and, you know, used to get like candy if you made it to 5 or something like that. Or maybe that's when you got in trouble. I don't know. I don't have one tally mark for a white person right now. Okay. And that's that.
That's the rudest thing I've heard all day. I got nothing.
So why was this such a big deal, though? Why was this such a big deal?
I think it was a big deal because it was a white person that said it, and it was Eminem. I mean, I saw plenty of social media posts that said it took a white person to say this. But you're right. We've been saying this since this ass clown started running. So, I mean, he didn't say anything brand new or anything like that. He did say, you know, to hell with his fans that are supporting him. But he also said, you know, F walking on eggshells, I came to stomp. Okay. Listen, what's his name? Michael Che, we watched Saturday Night Live a few weeks ago, and he called him a bitch. So. Listen,
and I must say, Michael Che's the eloquent way that he said bitch is my new way of addressing Donald Trump. Like I think I retweeted something yesterday and said, you bitch. And it just feels so good. It feels so good. Like there's a way that you can say certain words and they're just disrespectful. Right. And I've mastered that art. You know, like in our community, if you put ass nigga after anything, you know, it gets your point across. Broke ass nigga, fake ass nigga,
or little. Bitch ass nigga. You put little before anything. Your little house, your little girlfriend.
Listen, Lil Donald, Donnie, you bitch. Oh, that feels good.
And you could tell it felt good to Michael when he said it too. Like he sat in the moment for a second. Like, man, that felt really good to say that. But back to Eminem, he said everything that I think people have been saying across this country, across the world, because I don't know of not one country that likes Donald Trump and supports him, except maybe Russia. Some folks in Russia. But
do they really like him, though?
No. That's why I said like, some folks in Russia.
And you know what? This is rude, and we got to get off this because now I feel like I got to put a 10-minute limit down here, and we only have an hour, not 4. So 2-minute limit.
Right.
He's also really ugly. Like, he's ugly as fuck. Like, if you really look at Donald Trump and just analyze, have you ever looked at the whiteness on his eyes and then it's like he's got crust. His eye. How do you have crusty eyelids? Ashy eyelids, and you are white.
I don't know.
We gotta go. Let's get on something else. Because I'm about to get pissed off. All right, let's do something else.
So you mentioned that I did not watch the Hip Hop Awards last night. No, I did not. I didn't. I can't tell you the last time I tuned into a minute of a hip hop award.
Not tonight. We're not doing that.
Not tonight. I just can't.
We're not doing that. Move on.
It was probably before it was sold to that BS company. That's why. Okay.
Move on.
Anyway, Cardi B did win. She won 4 awards. She won Hip Hop Award for Hustler of the Year, Hip Hop Award for Best Mixtape, Hip Hop Award for Best New Hip Hop Artist, and Hip Hop Award for Made You Look. I don't even know what is the Made You Look Award. I don't know what that is. But, I mean, she's got a lot of success. She was just on the Jimmy Kimmel Show not too long after the season opener for Jimmy Kimmel. She has literally gone from stripper money to top of the charts money. So
that seems to be easy to do these days.
I mean, yeah, because she can't even talk. It's really sad. It's really sad. Can she talk? Find a lie.
No, she can't, but, I don't know. Can you guys see me? Because I can't see me.
That's because you haven't been talking.
But
even when he is.
Yeah, it's out. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she can't talk. Nevertheless, you can hear me. Whoa. I live in Dunwoody, and Dunwoody has given me a pedestal, and the view is spectacular.
Nobody knows what that is.
No, it's spectacular, darling.
I cannot.
Nobody knows what that is but you.
Well, congrats to Cardi B. I didn't watch any of the other awards, so I don't know who else won what. Alex, you said you watched.
So why are you even doing this segment? Let's move on.
Well, do you know who else won?
No, I tuned in. First of all, I don't think anybody knew that the awards were on. Let's talk about that. There was no. I'm sorry, I'm being a little ghetto because I'm eating now.
Oh my gosh. And then you smacked.
Problem? Like, please, let me be me and let me be free. Nobody told me that these awards were on. Now, I knew that they were being recorded. I don't go to those awards anymore because they shoot there. And so you moving these awards to Miami did not make me excited or interested, or it wasn't anything that I desired to be at. I don't desire to be somewhere that I might get shot.
Amen.
Which is why I don't desire to be around white people most of the time, because you can't tell if they're terrorists, because there's nothing in this country that allows us to identify them as what they are. But let me get back to the awards. I turn them on. Usually I have people that tell me that stuff is on. Like some of you that are watching right now, you be tweeting me and like, oh, are we watching tonight? So I can watch and critique. So I turn it on all late. DJ Khaled, let me give you my brief analysis of the maybe 20 minutes that I saw. DJ Khaled was walking around this award show like he was at home, in some slides and some socks. He had a wardrobe change every 10 minutes.
Oh.
He kept picking up a side. He didn't host from the stage at all. I seen Cardi B. I saw Yo Gotti attempt to perform, and then he performed Rake It Up with no Nicki. Black China cracked a bad joke.
What did she say?
They asked her something. Oh, she went up there with Dave East and some other stripper-looking, probably trying to be a rapper person. So it was Dave East. I like Dave East. He's a pretty good guy. Black China and whoever else, Black China wrote, and they asked the rapper girl, stripper girl, the girl in between China and Dave East, asked Dave, and this is like, these people can't act. She's not even worthy of loving hip hop anything. That means no city. I don't ever want to see her on anything because she was horrible. whoever she was. And she also looked like she was wearing, you know how you got that auntie that thinks she's Asian and she has like that little thing hanging up between one of her rooms like it's a rug. That's what she was wearing. So then she was like, Dave, what's the secret of being married? And he was like, don't be watching up on their Instagram. He said some dumb shit. And then they were like, Black China, what's the secret? And she was like, I'm going to plead the fifth.
All right.
First of all, why would you even ask Black China about marriage? And let's move on.
I do want to give a really, really, really quick shout out to Kendrick Lamar. You know, he's one of my favorite artists. And
he wasn't there, so let's move on.
But he won.
He wasn't there.
Do you blame him?
He wasn't
doesn't
there.
Like to be in places where he can get shot either.
But he wasn't there.
Do you blame him?
They gave him credit. I'm giving him none. He wasn't there.
I don't blame him. I wouldn't have been there either.
You know,
Beyonce really don't show up to half of her awards, so. But that's another. We're not going to go there.
Yeah, so you want to do this to me. I'm going to try my best. I told myself I'm not going to get on here and cuss every Monday and Wednesday. Y'all not going to see me cuss the whole hour. Like no, I can't do that. So I'm trying. All I have is cuss words that come to mind when I think about half of these people. I can't say them in the mornings, and then I get here. You know, it's been a long day, and I got to get up in 3 hours, bitch. Yeah, I'm a cuss. Kendrick Lamar, we spent way too long on these hip hop awards. Let's move on to why all Black people everywhere are upset.
Right. Let's, please.
So I don't even know how to begin to voice my frustration. Well, let me first let me start off with me being vulnerable a little bit, okay?
Okay.
Because I don't. Time moves too fast for me to get vulnerable in the mornings. I really do care about people, and you've known me a long time. You've known me for 15 years. Since I was 15. So
that's a long time.
That's a long time. I love people. I love people. That's why I do what I do. The reason that I do this show, the reason I do everything is because I really love people. For that reason, I love my people exponentially more. The way that this country treats my people just has me so upset. Yesterday, I feel like I just wept for like 10 minutes. Like, literally wept. And at that moment, I decided, and when I tell you what I went and got, and you know, first of all, there's a reason. You're gonna be like, Alex, god damn, what's wrong with you?
I'm scared.
I didn't want anything at that moment. But Black and Mild, some Hennessy, and a hymn.
Wait a minute. A hymn out of like a hymn notebook?
I needed a hymn.
I hate you.
I needed a Black and Mild.
I hate you.
Some Hennessy and a hymn.
Like and him I really turned to him 328.
I needed a damn hymn, girl. You know what I'm talking about. Like Ann Nesby, like Shirley Caesar, like what Albertina Walker, all these names
Not
of these old people.
Albertina
Somebody
Walker.
with an old name. I just needed a hymn. I needed a hymn, I needed a Hennessy, and I needed a Black and Mild. And I don't smoke because I got asthma. So what the fuck does that look like? Here I am listening to a hymn.
Oh my gosh.
Smoking a Black and Mild, now dying because I can't breathe. What do I look like doing that? So I took that moment to cope. I bought the Black and Mild, but I didn't smoke it. So I had some Hennessy. I couldn't really find a hymn, so I just turned on the Fighting Temptations soundtrack, you know, and I just let that do it for me for the moment.
You should have called me. You know I can find you a good hymn.
I mean,
oh my God. I cannot do this with you tonight.
And I just had to sit, man. I had sat back and I was like, you know what? He still loves me. And he probably loves all these black ass all of us. He loves all of us. But the problem is, this country doesn't love us. That's the problem. Let it minister to you.
I'm not doing this with you tonight. Oh my gosh. Are you done?
Seems like I always fall short of being worthy.
I'm trying to get him to stop, y'all.
I ain't good enough, but he still love me.
It's not working.
I ain't no superstar. Spotlight ain't shining on me. And then it gets good to when you start rapping to him. That's how you know you felt it. But that's really, and I know that sounds ratchet, right? At that moment, I needed a Hennessy, a Black and Mild, and a hymn.
That's quite the combination. I just want you to know.
Doesn't it sound soothing though?
Not for me. I also have asthma, so no.
Think about it just together. Think about it's very calming.
Maybe hookah, Hennessy, and a hymn. The three H's.
I'm telling you, the Black and Mild did it for me. I'm telling you. I promise.
But you didn't even smoke it.
I lit it.
I'm done with this conversation with you. Moving on. So we're talking about Colin Kaepernick, Eric Reid.
Greg's having technical difficulties, by the way. Somebody just asked me what happened to Greg. Greg's like, it kicked him out. Greg, I told you to move out the hood. I told you. I've been told you to leave.
You've got to stop saying that. If anybody lives in the hood, it's me. And I'm here. We miss you, Greg. So we're talking about Colin Kaepernick, Eric Reid, another ass clown, Roger.
Is Roger really an ass clown, or is he trying to protect that dollar?
I think he's trying to protect that dollar.
And see, that's the thing about some of these white people, but that also tells me white people, and the thing is, I don't mind talking about white people because I grew up with them white people. And if you think like I won't talk about white people, go ask the white people I grew up with. I talked about them when I was there. Like,
to their face.
And I will tell them now, they're the ones that need to tell you that y'all are selfish, greedy bitches. You know what I'm saying? So stop thinking about your money and valuing that over Black life. Stop being asshats and stop being literally. The thing is, and I knew I was going to get to this point. So someone, I'm not going to say his name, there was a him and a her, but white people reach out to me all the time. And first of all, I don't understand because I must have that approachable nigga face. Is that what I have, Tiff?
Yeah, I don't have that.
No, you have forget resting bitch. I'm a bitch face. That's what you have. Your face says, I'm a bitch. Hi, I'm a bitch.
Try it.
I have an approaching nigga face. So everybody speaks to me. So let's say I'll leave this guy in name. He says, I read your statuses, and sometimes I really want to comment. I don't want to argue. Tell your damn dogs to shut the hell up. Thank you. He said, I really want to have the conversation. Like, how do we sit down and have a dialogue and talk about the issues? And bro, first of all, stop calling us bro.
Please.
But they're like, I really want us to just sit down and have the dialogue and have the conversation, bro, because I feel like, man, I love Black people. And, what we have done, listen, we can't have the conversation because you can't understand. You can't understand because when you get pulled over, you have no fear. No fear. He's like, well, what do you mean, bro? I'm like, it's the cops. Dude, fuck.
No, that's not fear. That is not
That's
fear.
not what I feel.
So
I don't.
But wait, I want to stop that for a second because some white people really don't know what that means when we say, I fear for my life.
Not some, Tiff, not some. None of them know what it means.
As a brown person, when I don't even like to listen to songs that have sirens in the background in the music in my car while I'm driving. I had a friend tell me just the other day that a siren, they heard a siren near them, and they immediately froze in the car. You make sure your hand is attended to, you checking the speedometer, you turning the radio down, you cranking the AC down, you turning everything off in the car, and you just stiff up like, I could lose my life today. I literally could lose my life today for being brown and in a car. That is fear. That is, and it's not that you're doing anything wrong. You could be doing the speed limit. You could be already have your hands attended to. You could be doing absolutely nothing wrong. But to hear that siren and know it could be coming after you, it could be for nothing, and it could be the end of your life right now.
It makes you feel some type of way, huh?
Listen.
It'd be like, okay, like so said. He's like, so dude, I mean, bro, like, what can we do? Like, if we just have a conversation with each other, man, like, we could all be good. I mean, like, we're all like good people, like, genuinely.
All good people? No.
You're getting into semantics, Tiffany. It's not really about the semantics. What it's really about is the fact that you can't understand. So we can't have a conversation because you have suggestions with me. Like, I remember a white person suggesting to me, well, why don't you just stay quiet, man? It's gonna get better. I can get loud and get shot. I can stay quiet and get shot. Bitch, I don't give. It doesn't matter what I do. That's called fear.
Right.
That's called fear.
If we had stayed quiet, I'd still be on somebody's plantation right now.
I don't want to have a conversation with somebody that can't understand. And it's not me being hateful. I'm not an angry black man because I don't want to have a conversation with Joe white ass because you can't understand because you're never going to experience this. It's pointless. It's stupid. It's not. So that's not what we need to do. What needs to happen is you need to listen to us when we tell you something. When I tell you that this is happening, you don't have to be like, well, what did you do? Bitch, I didn't do nothing. Like, no, that's not what you do. So
right.
That doesn't work either. So what do? I tell white people, get your people. This is what's wrong with y'all. This is what y'all do. This is what you need to stop doing. And I don't have a problem telling white people that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not afraid of white people. I'm not really afraid of the police. I'm scared because I feel like I'm gonna die. But afraid? No. Scared. SCURRED.
I need you to spell that one more time.
SCURRED.
Okay.
So anyway,
I don't think that all white people are bad. I don't think that white
people. Who said that? You said that. I didn't say that.
No, but a lot of white people think that all brown people think all white people are bad. That's not true. It's just one. I don't think that white people have the capacity to empathize with us. So sometimes that calls for break.
You did too much in that sentence. I want you to try that sentence one more time.
Hell, I don't even remember what
I said. I don't think white people have the capacity to empathize, and you finished that with us. You could have left that off.
Well, but I do think that the lack of empathy, just because you don't have pigmentation in your skin, I do think that is sometimes a cause.
You see that shade? That's that Negroid shade.
Listen.
Is it their fault that they don't have pigmentation?
No, I'm just proud that I do.
So why would you say that? Why did you have to say that?
No, I'm saying that's the cause for your lack of empathy.
Right now that you end up with a white man. Oh,
don't do that. Don't do that.
Jesus.
Don't do that.
Pray right now.
Don't do that. I rebuke that prayer in the name of Jesus. Right now. No.
Thick redneck.
What? No.
Country biscuit sopping white man.
No. I rebuke that prayer in the name of Jesus. Right now. No.
All right.
Anyway.
I need to I'm gonna let you finish, and then we need to lighten this mood because
I agree.
I don't want to go back. I don't want to go to bed mad.
Okay, so let's take it to the NFL. So all of this, the NFL has been protesting, and I was having this conversation with
the who?
NFL.
I don't know what that is.
Okay. I was having this conversation with somebody. I don't know. But I said it's almost, not almost. So, for those who don't know us, I don't know how you wouldn't know this, but we are huge fans of The View. Watch The View every day. If I don't catch The View, I'm watching it on Hulu the next day. Eric Reid was on The View the other day, and he said, basically, he came on The View to talk about the protest and why he joined Colin Kaepernick with taking a knee, what the original intention of the protest was, and how he feels it's been misconstrued. I'm going to have to agree. I really feel like it's been misconstrued because it was almost like the timing was just right for it to be misconstrued. So the preseason happened, and then Trump made his statements about, anybody who takes a knee needs to be fired, blah, 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 all of that. And then that was when opening season of the NFL happened, and players started taking a knee, started not, standing, and all of that. So it's almost like a lot of the protesting that is happening is being misconstrued as, oh, they're protesting what Trump said. No. The original intention of the protest.
Let me tell you something, girl. Let me tell you something.
I'm listening. Yes, Alex, the great.
There is no misconstruing.
Well,
white people hear what they want to hear. Never did we ever, never have I ever gave a damn about this flag or this anthem. I don't give a damn about that. Who cares? Do you look at me? Look, you watch. Look at me. Do I look like I give a damn about a national anthem?
We've had this conversation.
That furthermore talks about using slave blood to heal the land.
Come on. Preach this word.
The fuck? Don't no black person care. Nobody cares about the damn flag. So be mad about the flag. Nobody cares. That's not. And that's what they do. That's what they do. And that's why I don't want to have a conversation. I don't want to have a conversation with you because you're not hearing me, because you can't experience it. So why am I overexerting myself to have a conversation with you or you can't hear? What am I doing that for? There was no misconstruing, okay? Nobody thought that Colin Kaepernick was protesting the national anthem. Does that even sound logical? Like, does it?
No, but that is what your president
can use.
I hate you.
Who cares? Nobody cares about that.
But that's what your president and vice president would have the country to believe, that everyone who's taking a knee is protesting the national anthem and the flag.
I'm going to say that the country may be dumb enough to believe that bullshit. Donald Trump knows that man wasn't doing that.
I agree.
Furthermore, Donald Trump took it upon himself to attack a black man while he was down. This was all a plot. And the only way that you know it, the Colin this was over. Colin was blacklisted. Nobody, especially white folks, wasn't checking for Colin. Donald Trump took his fat ass to Alabama, where they don't even have an NFL team, and started talking about the son of a bitch is taking a knee. Like, Donald Trump did this and he knew there was probably a black person there, or two, or three Omarosas or something, or like a diamond and a silk or something. So that's probably who was there. But he was talking to all of these white people that probably, they only go to Alabama games and Alabama versus UGA. They only watch the NFL at home. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, all these white people are fake outrage about games that they don't go to for a team that they don't even have in their state. And this all started in Alabama. Then Donald Trump took it further. He attacked this black man, and then his White House attacked Jemele Hill on ESPN. So he, instead of talking about, he can sit up here and make fun of Puerto Rico, not send aid to Puerto Rico, not speak out about white supremacists, his brothers in Charlottesville, and then incite hate against a black man and a black woman, and then sit his fat ass in that White House and tweet.
Or on
I don't like him.
Or on the golf course, because he had his location on. He did.
He had his location on. He's so dumb.
He did. I want to add a correction. He did send aid to Puerto Rico. He threw paper towels into the audience, and he also sent boxes of Spam.
Ew.
I can't make that up.
Wait a minute. He sent Spam.
Yeah. You said something, I didn't hear you.
To Puerto Rico, he sent Spam?
Yes. There was a news anchor that they opened the box of it was Spam and something else. I don't remember what else was in the box. But that's what he sent to Puerto Rico. Now,
does he eat potted meat?
Listen, I'm not going there. I'm going back to the story at hand. A lot of people
he made fun of them. Wait a minute. I just thought about that again. And then he sat his fat ass at this damn podium, was like, we love, and then he has a breathing problem. He's clearly fat and obese because the way that he breathes when he talks, he's like, oh, we love Puerto Rico. And we also love Puerto Rico. Like, you racist bitch. That felt good again.
He didn't even know Puerto Rico was part of the United States. Let's be real clear. He didn't know, okay? He didn't know. There's nothing you can say to me to convince me he knew Puerto Rico was a part of the United States.
He has golf courses there, so maybe he did know.
He didn't know.
He was getting U.S. tax breaks, so maybe he did know.
Anyway, I've had a lot of people, I've had a lot of conversations about these NFL protests. You know, if I'm not watching any other game, I ain't watching my Falcons. However, this whole Goodell statement and everything going on with the NFL, I'm going to have to stick to college sports because I just can't. And I can't get down with the NBA commissioner either, demanding that everybody stand. If you have not seen Michael Che's commentary on SNL, on the Weekend Update, Alex, from sometime last week, I don't know, watch every day. But when he said we only feel comfortable in 8 states of those stars that are on that flag.
This conversation because we
did.
The states.
We counted. We couldn't get to 8. We couldn't get to
8 states. Greg, do you know 8 states that you feel safe in?
No.
I think we got to 3.
And
then we started counting cities.
Right, because he said, I don't feel safe in no state. I feel safer in Brooklyn.
Right.
I'm in Brooklyn right now. You know where I feel safe? I feel safe right here. I will walk my ass right down this street right here in Brooklyn. I feel safe in Brooklyn. Do I feel safe? Like, I grew up in Georgia.
Which is where I am.
I feel safe in Atlanta.
I feel safe in Atlanta.
There are certain places in Georgia
Atlanta
that I still didn't go.
Right. There are places in Georgia that up to a few years ago, we still weren't allowed there. And truth be told, they really still don't want our black asses there.
That's true.
If we want to be real honest about it.
So speaking about that, I had a racist guy, he was a white guy, this past weekend tried to hit me with one of my for sale signs in Buckhead at my open house because he didn't want me in the neighborhood. Like, real talk. I had to call the police. This is real. 2 weeks before that, a white lady called the police on me after I told her I was a realtor. Called the police on me. The police came, and they ended up getting onto her because she wasted a police call, saying that someone was breaking into a house. And clearly, I got access to the house with a big-ass sign.
Greg, let me ask you a question.
Greg, these are the times you need to call me.
Okay, Greg, I'm gonna ask you a real question, Greg. Why would you get on here and start this?
Well, you guys were talking about racism, so
why would you get on here and start telling me about what white people did to you? Like it's not going to upset me.
I don't still live here, and I'm minutes from Buckhead.
Yeah. Well, that happened. The guy tried to hit me with my own sign. He was like, "I'm tired of seeing Keller Williams signs." No, it wasn't the Keller Williams signs. It was because I'm black and I'm in your neighborhood.
Okay, so I can't even touch that. I just can't.
No, this is real life.
We could tell racism stories all day long. I've lived in Georgia since I was 7. I got them. But we don't have the time. We don't have the time.
Like, I'm so over this.
Screw the NFL. Goodell said it's time to move past this controversy. Sir, this is not just a controversy to move past. This is a real issue across America. Racism is still yet alive. It's still real. It's still prevalent. So screw you. Listen. I'm tired. I'm tired of talking about this. Okay. Next. Shut up. And I haven't drank anything tonight. I promise, except water.
I took a shot, and I told you, I can only deal with all of this with some Hennessy, a Black and Mild, and a him.
Well, I just cannot with that. Next topic is Harvey Weinstein.
Skip. White man being white.
But black man buying stock.
We started down this path, and I can't let this go now. And we got to talk about something other than white men.
Okay, a black man is buying his stock in film, so I do want to say that. Being Mary Jane.
Can we talk about BET for a minute? No, never mind.
I want to go there again?
No, I need to stay gainfully employed. Nope.
Okay. Being Mary Jane is canceled. It will end in 2018 with a 2-hour movie.
How do you feel about that?
I feel
Mary Jane is I love Being Mary Jane. I do. And I hate Mary Jane, but I watch the show because Mary Jane is a train wreck who thinks everything is about her. But there's a lot of people about that. You know what? Let me say this. And maybe this is good advice for people listening, because I'm gonna tell you the problem with society. You, Greg, you're one of these people.
What?
One of these people too. People watch shows and put them. You're always the star of the show. You're always the hero. You're always the one that did it right, and then everybody else is your minion. But the truth be told, you could be like a second-rate character for real. Like, you could be the drug addict brother.
I don't think I do that, because in Insecure, I'm Kelly.
Or the philandering mother in the way who?
I think I do. That I'm Kelly in Insecure.
But I'm just saying, like, people do that by default. Like, it's just the same thing. And the reason I use that analogy, this preacher told me one time, she said, you know what, people, especially, it's like, you know how y'all, you go through something when you used to get in trouble. Your mama done whipped your ass and you did something. She said, go to your room, pick up the Bible. You open the Bible and you start reading about people that went through something, all this pain and turmoil, and you feel like, woe is me. You put yourself right in that category. You know you was David with the slingshot. Stop lying. You was. The truth could be you are Goliath, you big bitch. You're not David. You were never David. You didn't save the people. You didn't have 5 rocks, bitch. You're Goliath. You terrorize people. You're a rude asshole. And I just want people to stop making themselves the hero. If you're not a hero, bitch, you're not a hero. You are Goliath.
How do we get to this from Mary Jane?
I'm just saying, like.
So basically, you feel that people make themselves the popular character in the movie.
And Mary Jane also made everything about her. So that's how I draw that correlation.
So I never liked the show. So I don't really have an attachment.
Never liked the show?
No, I watched a couple episodes and it just wasn't my thing.
I get it. The first season was hard. Like, you had to get through it. The second season was pointless. The third season was literally everything, because every episode took you through like something like real. Like, it was like a real emotion. But I know Deborah Lee was probably like, Mary Jane, we Gabrielle, we're gonna have to cancel this show because.
So I'm gonna just go back to my prep.
Was it off? Was my impression off?
I'm just going to go back to my prep. So it's going to end in 2018 with a 2-hour movie. I'm not answering that. I feel like there was no reason for this show to be canceled. I know way too many people who watch it and love it and relate to it and all of that.
Since BET put Tails on Now, have y'all seen the Tails commercial? Can I derail? I'm gonna take 30 seconds and just rant.
I've seen the commercials.
Okay, so Tails is a show that flips the scenario. This is a show that should be on country music television or what's white entertainment television, every other channel. Why is Tails on BET? All it does is makes the black people the oppressors, and it shows white people like being attacked by police and losing jobs and being on welfare. This isn't real. Like, what the? Why are you showing black people that for us to feel sorry for? Like, who? Of course, Deborah probably greenlit this. We need more Tails and less Mary Jane.
You've got to stop doing that. You've just got to stop doing that.
I can't.
I will say the first Tails commercial I saw was during the some BET award show that I actually watched. So it wasn't nothing ratchet.
I think I have a bump on my head.
That was so random. Anyway,
it's popping up right here.
Okay, we can't see it.
I don't
battery running low.
So this is weird. Okay.
I didn't bring a single charger in here.
We have 12 minutes left. Let's move. Let's move on.
Okay, Nelly rape allegations.
Before we talk about that, can we just talk about Nelly and the little girls?
Yeah, let's talk about the video.
Have you seen that?
Yeah. Who didn't see it, Greg?
If he's not, I mean, I don't know. It's so fucking inappropriate. Number one.
You felt some type of way about that.
No, I did. Because if that was my daughter, like he's up there laying his forehead on their forehead, twirling their hair. Like, I'm so confused why you allow your daughter to do that. I'm confused why he thought that was a good idea. And you have rape allegations out.
What was her daddy at, though? What was her mom and them? Like, what the hell?
Why are you playing Nelly?
Just dramatic effect, you know. This is how I hear songs in my head. Even when I'm talking, you know, I do this while I'm talking to people. I got to turn on some music. You triggered that in me.
Go ahead, Greg.
So if he really didn't rape whoever they said that he raped, I feel like he did after watching him twirl little girls' hair. Like, you're introducing the girls to, you're sexualizing the little girls. They don't really know what that is.
You know what? Maybe he wasn't sexualizing her. Maybe, you know, maybe I need to go back and watch it. Maybe he just felt like, you know, she was like a daughter to him. Like, you know, we make things sexual. So maybe it wasn't that serious. Maybe he's like, she's young. You know, like there's dads that love their daughters. Maybe he's just like, maybe he was just, and we in America, because we watch Law and Order SVU all day, make it weird for somebody to show affection and it immediately has to be sexual.
No. I believe in showing affection. I grew up in an affectionate household. I know what affection is. That's creepy as fuck. Sorry, that's creepy as fuck. That's not affectionate. The little girls felt weird. They was looking like, oh my God. Like they was looking like, what is going on? Like they're about to be raped. They probably thought they was about to be raped.
Don't you think you're taking it a little bit too far?
I think that he took it a little bit too far. Don't lay your forehead on the little girl's forehead.
Like, how do we really know what the little girls were feeling or what
it showed on their face that was like, save me. Like, I get the whole idea, like, make it like all fun for the little girls. They get to dance with like a superstar, but you can just hold their hand and dance. Don't come get in their face, lay your forehead on their head, twirl their hair like you're sexualizing them. They don't know what that is. You're putting them in a place and introducing them to something that they don't know. Like it's too much. It's inappropriate. I believe in affection. Like my daughter would be all over me. My son would be all over me. And you know, you get love. Sexual. No, it's not.
Joking.
It was inappropriate.
It was. I got you.
I mean, if you want to go twirl somebody's hair, he can twirl mine.
Well, I can't. Kodak Black has been indicted on sexual assault charges and could face 30 years in jail. Now, first of all, Kodak Black has a face that only a mother could love. That's none of my business because I'm not his mother. And I think him and his fellow mumble rappers, I think they all need extreme baths, okay? But Kodak Black getting 30 years for sexual assault and Harvey Weinstein getting what?
I didn't hear anything you said because I literally walked away.
Yeah, I know. Kodak Black has been indicted on sexual assault charges and could face up to 30 years in prison. Now, like I said, ugly isn't a reason to go to jail. So Kodak Black should not be going to jail just because he's ugly. But I do feel like if a jury sees him, they're definitely going to convict his black ass. Have you seen Kodak Black?
He is ugly.
Oh, shit. Yes. Hell no. You got to go. Hell no. Hell no.
I like to say handsomely challenged. He's
really ugly.
He's hard on the eyes. He's very hard on the eyes. Bless his heart.
So what exactly did he do? I see that, I see the sexual assault.
Challenged.
What did he do though? It just says sexual assault.
Do we have any details? We have the details, but we don't have time. We'll have to talk about it some other time. But all of his start, like when you Google him, he's in a jumpsuit. All of Kodak Black's problems started for him before we started hearing his music. And if you can understand his music, because you can't.
No.
Janae Aiko's tattoo of Big Sean.
It's so big.
I would also like to say that's inappropriate.
It's so big.
Never would I ever. Hella never. No.
It's so big.
A face? A whole face?
Like
a whole face?
I
can't even put my mama's face on me.
Listen.
And I love my mama. But her face can't.
No.
It's like an entire senior high school portrait or something. It's weird.
Not a whole high school portrait.
Anybody's face. Is there any face that you would put on YouTube?
No.
Not one?
Not a one. I love my mama. I love my dad. No.
It's weird. Like I wouldn't even date somebody with somebody's face on them.
Right.
Like, it's just weird. Like your mom and grandma sitting there on your arm. Yeah, like I don't want to kiss you no more. That's weird.
No,
the best way for them to put it, like I was like, if I did get my mom, I would put it right at the bottom of my stomach.
No.
For you to look at.
What?
I'm about to get up and walk. Right, I'm about to get up and walk away again. Because I know your mom.
No, I would never put my mom's face there.
I would snitch.
I would never put my mom's face on me. No.
That's not. No.
Will you ever put anyone's name on you? Like your mother's name?
I think I am going to get my mom's name.
Okay.
Because, I only have one tattoo. And my siblings are ghetto as hell. So they all have
20.
No. Brandon has like 70. Sydney has like 80. Kenny probably has 20. Kenny, and she's my youngest sister. She got her first one before me.
She did.
Hot ass mess. But I can never figure out what I want. So the one that I do have, which it's pretty nice. Now I think I'm gonna get another one right here. But if I do get my mother's name, I definitely put her name on my chest.
Close to your heart.
Close to the heart.
I don't have any tattoos.
I don't either.
I've been thinking about getting one for a couple of months, but I was going to get one right here, and it was not going to be anybody's name. So I don't know that I would get anybody's name except I wouldn't tattoo my mom's name on me. Sorry, love you, mom. Not doing it.
Yeah, I wouldn't put anyone's name on me either.
I wouldn't tattoo your mama's name on you either.
I'm going to tell her you said that.
And she'll probably comment me out, and that is fine. She is going to call and cuss you out. What the hell you mean you wouldn't tattoo? So yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I wouldn't. No, I love my mother dearly, but no. Well, listen, I know we started 2 minutes late, but we are not going 2 minutes over. So we will. I I need to say this about Jemele Hill, and it's this. I stand with Jemele Hill. If you do not know who Jemele Hill is, I'm so upset we spent so much time talking about Donald and not Jemele, because Jemele Hill is a commentator. She's on SportsCenter on ESPN. 2 weeks ago, you heard her name probably for the first time if you don't watch sports or ESPN, because she tweeted out that Donald Trump was a white supremacist, which he is. She was under fire. The White House, Donald Trump attacked her and said this is a fireable offense. First of all, when does Equifax tell TransUnion that this is a fireable offense? Like, bitch, no, Donald, no. You don't tell. Anyway, she didn't get fired.
Equifax, TransUnion.
I was just using that as an example. Like, when does Coca-Cola tell Pepsi that this is a fireable offense? When does the White House tell ESPN that this is a fireable offense? Bitch, shut up. Bitch.
He thinks he has all power.
But he doesn't. The all power is in God's hands.
Hey.
Donald Trump will never see God.
Oh my God.
But so anyway, earlier this week, as we know, Jerry Jones, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, said that if them boys, he probably said it like this: them boys don't stand up, I'm gonna sit them on the bench. All right. So Jemele Hill said, if Cowboy fans really want to make an impact, call out Jerry Jones supporters. Now, she didn't say stop supporting him. She didn't say anything wrong. All she did was state her thoughts and opinion. She's been suspended for 2 weeks. You should be outraged, because when you state your opinion, your black opinion, you black person watch, or most likely your ass is gonna get fired. You know what I'm saying? So this is the kind of stuff, the reason we speak up, the reason you hear me speak up, the reason you see this happening is because it can happen to you, and it does happen to you. And don't make it seem like people speaking out are fake woke. I hate people in your stupid ass Facebook think pieces like, oh, y'all fake woke. You shut the hell up, bitch. You should wake up. You should wake up, because your mama was probably asleep. Your mama was sitting in the back of the bus while Rosa was protesting. Your grandmama wasn't doing shit. And that's why you don't do shit. So wake the hell up. Wake the hell up. And don't say your grandmama was, because wasn't nobody marching with Rosa. Nobody was out there with Martin them. They weren't. And nobody was out here behind Colin until it gets convenient for your black ass. If they told your black ass to stand up and salute the flag every morning at work, your black ass would probably do it.
I wouldn't
either.
Think about that. Oh, I know I wouldn't. It's Mike, bitch, take it. Take it.
I'm keeping my mic.
On that note, Jemele Hill, I stand with you.
Likewise, I stand with Jemele Hill.
I want to say this. This is, and we got to go. Jemele Hill is being held to a higher standard for her online behavior than the current president of the United States.
Period.
Think about that as we leave you. That tweet's from Andrew Jarrell Jones. Look, the ShakeUp After Dark airs Mondays and Wednesdays at 10. We talk everything, okay? If it's on TV and we watching it, we'll talk it. If we're all together, which there's a chance that could happen too, we'll all come to you and you'll be looking at our three faces just like this. Other than that, of course, the show is available on the ShakeUp URL. ShakeUpShow.com. And look, what else?
Where can they find you?
How do they find you? I'm gonna do my normal thing. You go ahead.
Okay, you can find me at Lanelle everywhere. Lanelle.com and Lanelle on all social media: Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram. I think that's all I have.
Awesome. Greg, how do they find you?
You can find me on, well, I'm not really on Snapchat, but Instagram and Twitter at Greg Williams __.
All right. I'm Alex the Great. I am Alex Unmuted on Instagram, Twitter, and .com. Remember, today is greater. Believe it, speak it, and live it. You have to make the choice to be great. Your situation is not your destination. Instead, make it your motivation. We're back here on the ShakeUp After Dark next Monday night at 10 p.m. and the ShakeUp is live tomorrow morning in your ShakeUp app and wherever else you listen. All right. Namaste. We out.